I'm Fast Freddy. I've been sugaring for 10 years and I've made every mistake in the book. But now I've cracked the code and can have pretty much any sugar baby I want and as many as I can afford. This channel is to talk about my experiences, help you learn from my mistakes, and give you the secrets to being a successful sugar daddy. Make sure to like and subscribe, and for coaching, email sugardaddyconfessions@gmail.com. Today I wanted to talk about, should I ask my sugar baby to be exclusive? Now, you don't. Some guys actually probably don't need to do that, or maybe don't want to do that. Me personally, I do not feel comfortable taking care of a girl while she is either seeing other men or dating a boyfriend or has a husband or something like that. To me, call me old school. Part of the reason why I'm okay with all this is because I was raised to believe that men should be providers. I think maybe, a lot of red pill or alpha may say this is beta, but I don't really agree with that. It might be a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like this is what we tell women to be submissive and feminine and to understand their nature and role. To me, this is one of our natures and role, so I'm cool with that. But at the same time, I feel like, all right, if I'm going to play that part, another part of our nature is that I think men typically are polygamous and women are monogamous, meaning men typically are biologically wired to spread their seed, while women are typically biologically wired to incubate one seed and find the strongest, most genetically optimized male to basically protect and take care of them. So my thing is like, all right, if I'm going to play my role, I expect you to play your role. And again, if you're not asking for this, which you don't need to, maybe it's just transactional to you, maybe you just want it, you just want access, you want things to be easy, you have a lot of money, it's negligible to you, that's fine. But for me, my thought process is, if you're paying for a girl's time or relationship, yet she's allowing someone to do it for free, there's some sort of devaluing here. Either her time, she's viewing as her time being worth more. She's viewing as her status being worth more, like she will not hang out with you or be in a relationship with you because she views you as less than her. And to me, that's not cool, number one. Number two, that's a bad dynamic, period, and that is, you're going to end up in a simp dynamic if you agree to something like that. Another thing is, if for some reason she's asking you to do that, but she's giving some dude her body for free, and a lot of the times it's her toxic ex, to me that is like direct insult. At that point, I really do feel beta. It's like, this dude, she's providing something that's valuable to her, which is her body or her time, to someone who doesn't value her. Yet for me, what does that say about me? If she's giving what's valuable to her to someone that's not valuable, that makes me like even less value. That she won't even do that for me. So how am I supposed to view myself as a valuable person or valuable male? And that's just the way that I look at it. And so, you don't have to agree, but I think most men will agree. I mean, if you have a little bit of dignity, you value yourself. And like I've said before, I bring a lot of value to my arrangements. Yes, financial help is one of them, but also the experience. You're safe with me. You're experiencing physical pleasure. You're learning things. So to me, my time is, and even my financial help, the whole arrangement to me is very valuable. So if you're going to require me to give all these things, bring all these things to the table, and you're just letting every other random guys come in and do it, to me, that's just not, that's the part where I draw the line. So how do I ask a sugar baby to be exclusive with me, especially if I'm not exclusive and I am polygamous? I am in a marriage. I'm very honest about that with all my arrangements. So how do I ask that if I'm not myself monogamous? It seems like a double standard. It seems like hypocrisy. So the way that I do explain it to them is just how I explained it to you guys, is that I bring a lot of value, number one. Number two, I explicitly say it. I say, I know this sounds hypocritical. I know this sounds um, like a double standard, but this is how I view it. I literally say that. This is how I view it. If you and I were just hooking up and it was open on my side and it was open on your side, then to me that would be equal. That would be fair. But once I throw money in it, once I'm giving you financial assistance, what am I getting out of it? So you can now see, you've now established something that you and her are pretty much equals. And I do believe that, like, a lot of the times, like, I will be with, I consider myself, let's say, a 7 or 8, with money I consider myself a 9. That's just my subjective opinion. So I believe there's some girls on there that I consider 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s that I'm willing to be in arrangements with. So I consider myself to be equal to them. But we have this whole gender role thing and this arrangement thing. So my thing is, all right, if you and I believe that we're technically equal, why would I be paying for your time or financially helping you, and what are you providing me that I'm not providing you? My time arguably is more valuable because I make a lot of money with my time. My body's valuable. You're going to be pleased with me. My time, my personality is valuable just like yours. So if all those things are equal, what am I getting for the financial help that I'm giving you? And so that's what I say. I'm asking you for exclusivity, and specifically sexual exclusivity. These girls, if they want to go on dates, here's the thing, I don't care. If they want to talk to guys, I don't care. If they want to be friends, I don't care. The second that they are giving up their body, which is to me the priority here, I want a non-platonic relationship, now you've crossed the line. And so that's how I explain it to them. And here's the thing, if you are providing enough value, which by this time I've already sort of talked to them, I've already established myself as a high value, quote unquote. I know people will maybe disagree with that because it's triggering, but once I've met with them, they can tell I'm handsome, they can tell I have charisma, I'm articulate, I'm safe. I basically check every box on their list. Practically boxes that they want to be in a relationship with. They just are not looking for a relationship at this point, especially with someone who's married. So when I say, listen, all things equal, I wouldn't care. I'm married, you have a boyfriend or something, I'd be fine with it. But once I put the money in, I expect that what I'm getting from you is the exclusivity. Once I establish my value, most girls who are on there, who are already aware that I'm in an open marriage, are completely cool with it. They agree to it. You know what? That's fair. That makes sense. And they have no issues with it as long as I keep my end of the bargain. As long as they are enjoying it, they're getting financial help, then yes, they most of them are completely cool with it. Now, could they be lying? Of course they can. Of course. And we got to understand, if they have a baby daddy, if they have a boyfriend, there's going to be a connection there. And so we are always risking, number one, them cheating on us. And I'm fine with that risk, but at least it's been established explicitly what my boundaries are. Now, to drive it home, I tell them, if, for some example, you run into a guy that an ex, and you miss them, and you need to work it out with them, your baby daddy or something, which is completely normal. I tell them that I completely accept that. Just tell me. We can pause the arrangement, you go deal with it, and when you're done, you come back. So they feel like they have the option. We're not being needy, we're not being controlling, and I label all this stuff. I explicitly say this: I'm not trying to control you. This is just a boundary I have. If you fall in love with someone and you want to date with someone, I will tell you, no problem. I hope you're happy. Let's pause our arrangement. You go figure that out. If it doesn't work out, you can come back and we can have fun again, and I can help out again. But I'm not going to subsidize your other relationship. I'm not going to be paying for you while you fall in love with someone else and he's not paying. He's not helping you out. That just makes absolutely no sense. Most of those girls are cool. And here's a trick. That has to be true. You cannot fall in love with this arrangement or sugar baby, and then when she comes in and is honest with you, you throw a fit. Because here's the thing. It has happened multiple times where girls have been honest with me, and I really appreciate it. And they say, you know what, my boyfriend came back in the picture, or something like that. And then they try to work it out. Most of the time, the boy's friend's an ex for a reason. It doesn't work out, and they come back. And I appreciate that. They're honest. I know they're not going to cheat on me. I'd rather them break up with me and I'm go find another girl than them lie to me and be playing me. And it has happened multiple times where girls have come to me. They've told me, "Hey, I'm another guy. A guy I was dealing with came back in the picture. I want to go see what's up with him." I'm like, "Cool. Let me know if it's done." A year later, they come back. We have fun. It happens all the time. You got to be okay with that. But as long as you establish that they have a choice, to me, the girls at least that I've been working with, and again, I've said this on my other videos, these are not sex workers. Sex workers, this is their bread and butter. This is what they do. They have multiple guys. They're not connected to sex. So you gotta already disqualify them. But if you're dealing with just normal girls, most of the time they're like, cool. For while I'm with you, I'm not looking to date. I'm not looking to hook up with anybody. I'm in this arrangement. You can go do what you want to do on your time, and I'll only be with you as long as you hold up your end of the bargain. So that's how I establish this. This is how I think of it. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any comments, questions. Tell me about your experiences. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.